I'm Samantha.
And I'm Amanda.
And we are the co-owners and lead interior designers at M Studio. And we mainly focus on residential projects and small commercial projects throughout Montreal.
We wanted to incorporate both of our last names. So McElligott and Marini, that's what became M Studio.
Yeah, even though we tried really hard to think of like a creative name, we were like, oh, let's do something different. And then at the end it came down to just picking our last name and making it like special, I guess, on paper. So I think for us, what makes us different from like other designers is that we're very flexible when it comes to styles. I wouldn't say we have our...
like a specific style?
Yeah, it's nothing set in stone. We're very adaptable. I would say it's like a mix of like traditional, contemporary, mid-century, modern, literally all of them kind of jumbled
we
together.
understand that a lot of our clients have different styles, so we adapt well to everyone's style and budgets as well.
Yeah, that's super important too, because that obviously plays a role in it. So that's, I think, what sets us apart is that a lot of clients come to us because we adapt to what they want and we're not a specific style.
Yeah.
You want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. So for myself, speaking for myself, my grandfather was actually an interior designer and he was involved in a lot of art. So I was just inspired from him, and growing up I always like watched HGTV, so I just always had like the urge to become an interior designer and like really just enjoyed everything about design.
Yeah, for me, I guess it's kind of a similar story. Instead of watching like cartoons on Saturday morning like a normal 10-year-old should, I would be watching HGTV, home reno shows, all of that stuff, which my brother definitely didn't like because he wanted to watch the cartoons. So it kind of stemmed from there, and then we're lucky enough in Montreal that there are interior design programs. So that was like the first thing in school. I was very lucky where I knew right away what I wanted to do right out of high school. And that's where we met. So it's actually a funny story. We met at Dawson College in the interior design program, and I was actually changed class, so I was looking for a partner that day, and Amanda wasn't in class that day.
I was.
She wasn't in class that day, and the teacher said, oh, you're gonna have to be partners with this girl, Amanda McElligott. And I was like, oh boy, okay, I don't even know what she looks like. So he gave me her phone number, I sent her a text, and I said, hey, we're partners for this project. And she was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, we were like purposely paired up, and it ended up being like this is what created M Studio, and like the teacher pairing us up, and it ended up working out really well because we actually just became best friends also. So.
Yeah, we're very similar in that sense. So like we became friends right off the bat, and throughout our 3 years there, we basically just said, oh, like wouldn't it be fun to like do this together, like as a joke? And then the joke became like, oh no, wait, we could actually do that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it all started. We started taking small projects for like friends and family. I want to say it was about 5 years ago we started taking projects for friends and family, and then from there we're like, hey, we could actually make this into a business, and then we slowly started doing it on the side, and then we said, hey, why don't we do it all in,
like full time?
And we took that leap of faith, and it's worked out really well for us. So with our residential projects, we literally do every room in the home. We find it funny how sometimes it comes in waves for us. Like we'll get someone reach out to do a bathroom, and then all of a sudden we'll get 4 bathrooms in a row.
Yeah.
We're actually going through the kitchen wave right now, where we started off with 1 kitchen, and now I think we're at 5 kitchens?
There's 5 or 6, at the moment.
So we have, we definitely go through waves, but I would say those are our most common projects would be bathrooms, kitchens.
Decor projects,
Yeah, that too. We specialize in renovation projects as well as decor projects. And then we do everything from A to Z. So someone who's renovating their whole main floor, we also start with the construction part of it, and then we finish off with the decor and give the space from A to Z.
So for myself, I mean, I do like renovations because I like to see like everything from the ground up. But I also like to see like the end results, you know, seeing it from like on CAD, like when we're drawing it up in plan to like the final reveal. And I think we spoke about this earlier too. And just seeing the client's reaction, like I think that just makes everything worth it.
Yeah, I definitely think personally for me, I'm huge on details. So when we're in the planning process of like concept and design, I really enjoy the planning part of it, and picking the finishes, and we do that together often on a lot of our big projects. But then like Amanda said, for example, today we went to go see a client whose kitchen was just installed, and just her reaction on her face of like the counters weren't even in, it was just the cabinets, and she was like over the moon about it. So
she was so excited.
It's hard to pick one, but I think for me it would be planning, and then second, like a close second would be seeing the reaction once it's like in construction. So I feel like one of the big trends that everyone was doing was making things very modern, and I don't know, in my opinion, adding like the hexagon pattern like throughout the entire home, in my opinion. Like I feel like I saw that pattern everywhere, which is still like a classic pattern, but I feel like everyone went through a phase where it was like sleek, polished, like very clean gray. There was a lot of gray. And I feel like more and more people are seeing like, okay, it's not always the complete modern look that we want.
Let's bring in something more warm and neutral.
Again, I'm thinking of our project that we saw today, where like we proposed like the classic like black and white checkers, where like some people thought it's like very out of style, but I feel like those classics are coming back. Same with like the
basket weave.
There you go. So like those things keep coming back, so we're seeing more and more that like, yes, people like the modern and refreshed look, but there's still those classic elements that like they like to keep around. So I think that's what we're seeing a lot of, is the more classic pieces coming back.
So another trend, I mean, a lot of people were going for open concept, and I think now a lot of people, because they're working from home, they want to break up the spaces and just have still have everything open and visual throughout the home, but just keep things more like separated, you know.
A little bit better space planning, I want to say, that we've been helping some people out with, is like they'll go into a home that has like a wall already demolished, and it'll be the living room, dining room, kitchen, like all one big open space, and now they're asking,
like we've seen a client for a consultation, and they had everything just open, and then she was just like, you know, it's too open at this point, and I want to break it up and like divide everything, so it's not just
there's definitely a thing, it's like such as too open, you know. People don't think so, but definitely too open.
So I think two main things that really update the space is paint and lighting. It's funny enough, we're in Union Lighting, but definitely adding new light fixtures and painting your moldings and your walls, ceilings, just completely refreshes the space.
That was my point. For me, I want to say my two tips, other than painting, decor wise, you can definitely do a lot of fun things with decor on a relatively small budget, just by changing some throw pillows, maybe an area rug, adding a couple frames in a space can really drastically change. Even adding curtains, you know, something as simple as changing your curtains,
just like the level of the height of your curtains.
A lot of people, we notice, like to keep it like right at like the trim of the window, but if you actually bring it maybe to the ceiling, it could make your like ceiling heights look way bigger. So we like doing that. A small, this is like a little bit more requiring a budget, but I would say maybe changing your kitchen backsplash. A lot of times in a space like that, people find that their backsplash doesn't really like go with the house anymore. It's actually a very simple fix, especially if you get
inexpensive too.
Depending on the tile you get, like if you don't specify like a $25 a square foot, maybe something a little bit cheaper, it could definitely change your space. And we've done it for many clients of ours who just want to zhuzh up their space a bit, and that's something we definitely suggest. We practice this one.
Oh, okay. For Samantha, I would definitely say she is very organized. She's always looking for new ideas within the company, and then also she's very detail oriented.
My 3 points for Amanda, I would say, is a problem solver. Anytime a little issue arises, I tend to sometimes stress out about it, and she has a level head and says, no, we can fix this. One of our mottos is there's no problems, only solutions.
Yes.
So that's important. She also, I would say creative. She's definitely, we're both creative, but she's the creative one. She really has an eye for detail, especially when we do a lot of our decor projects. She really picks up on all the little things to make the space feel very homey. And the last one, she's our, I would say our content creator. She's definitely the one that creates all our Instagram stories. I definitely help out, but it's really Amanda that's behind our Instagram, our Facebook, and our website, so I can definitely give all that credit to her.
My favorite project, I think, is the nursery project. It just was someone close to us as well, so just felt a little bit of a connection there. We wanted to make it even more special because we knew them, and I think just the whole project together came together really well.
And all the details, again,
Yeah.
like I mentioned, Amanda's very detail oriented, so just like the board and batten, the wallpaper, like we really went to town on that one.
And also, like, we didn't know the gender of the baby, so we kept everything very neutral, so it worked out very well.
Yeah, definitely one of my faves too.
Yeah.
I would say mine is our Claude Henry project. Even though it was a small one, it was a small powder room that we did in Ville Saint Laurent. We were able to use some really fun tiles that the client really loved. It was a really bold bathroom. We did large quartz counters, custom vanity, some gold accents, and it just turned out really, really well. So we really enjoyed that one. And we have many projects like in the books coming up that haven't been like photoshooted yet. So those will be on our website soon, but I would say that one is probably my favorite as of right now.
So we're actually pretty new with Union. This was actually our first time coming into the showroom, but we're very familiar with the website, and we've sourced them before for different projects, and we just love how
yeah, it's just very easy for designers. And I'm sure like
the navigation is just really easy on the website, and
yeah, for us it makes our job a lot easier and quicker when it's like easy accessible. So because unfortunately the state of the world at the time, we were very online oriented, so it really helped us out. And we're very fortunate now that we got to come to the showroom because it's beautiful, and we get to see all of our favorite pieces in real life now, which is really nice. So one of our faves is when you immediately walk into the Union showroom, the beautiful Jacqueline chandelier with the acrylic beads. Oh, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I told Amanda, I was like, that's honestly one of my favorites in the showroom so far.
Another one was the page chandelier. We just love the details around each of the globes. And then the last one,
the
Talia.
The Talia, yes, absolutely stunning as well. When we took a walk throughout the showroom, those ones really stuck out to us. With the glass bulbs, it's really beautiful. So we're excited to hopefully source them in our projects. So yeah, I would say those would be our main three.
Top 3, yeah.
There's definitely more, but if we had to narrow it down to 3.
It was tough to narrow down, but we did.
Yeah. So our main source would definitely be any social media. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, recently on TikTok. Don't reach out to us there though. That's more for watching the videos.
Yes. Instagram and Facebook, our handle is mstudiodesignmtl.
Yes, and you can also go to our website at www.mstudiodesign.ca, and we have a client form that you can fill out that asks a little bit about what your project you're looking to do, and then it sends us a message so we can contact you. And if not, just good old Google and you can find our phone number on there, and you can give us a call as well.